What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. For this camera comparison we have the latest phone from Nubia, we have the Red Magic 7, this is a gaming phone, and then we have the highly popular iPhone 13. So why am I making a camera comparison between a gaming phone and a phone that's known to be one of the best for pictures and videos? Well, the Red Magic 7 is not that cheap anymore, so if you're buying a phone like this, you're buying it as a smartphone, so it has to do good for gaming, for pictures, for videos and everything in between. So in today's video I'm going to show you what this phone can do when compared to the iPhone 13. And with that being said, I think we should start by checking out some portrait mode pictures that I took with both these devices. Alright, so after looking at those portrait mode pictures, it seems that the iPhone 13 does a bit better for the edge detection around the subject. Mostly if you're looking at Laura's hair, you're gonna notice that the iPhone 13 does that a bit better. For color accuracy, I actually prefer every single picture taken by the Red Magic 7, so I can't really say that one phone does so much better than the other one. I could choose either of them for portrait mode pictures. But what do you guys think? Which ones do you prefer for portrait mode pictures? Next, we're gonna move on and check out some pictures that I've done with a 5x zoom. Now, keep in mind that neither device has a telephoto lens, so everything that you are seeing is digital zoom basically. And here I have to say the Red Magic 7 does better in every single picture when compared to the iPhone 13. So I guess that extra megapixels that we have for the main camera definitely helps for that. Next we are moving on to some pictures that I took with the ultra-wide cameras on the back of the two devices. And the first thing I've noticed here is the fact that the iPhone 13 has the wider field of view. So you can see a bit more in those pictures compared to the ones that you take with the Red Magic 7. For color accuracy, they both do pretty good, but I feel that the picture sharpness is slightly better from the iPhone 13. But what do you guys think? Which ones do you prefer for that ultra-wide camera? The pictures taken by the Red Magic 7 or the pictures taken by the iPhone 13? And we're gonna move on and check out some pictures that I took during the day with the main cameras on the back of the two devices. Well, here I can say that one is better than the other one. For certain pictures, the iPhone 13 does better for dynamic range, but then for certain pictures the Red Magic 7 does better. For color accuracy, I feel that in most pictures the Red Magic did a bit better than the iPhone 13. I wasn't actually expecting that because the previous Red Magic phone that I've tried out had some more saturated colors. So for the main camera, I can say that one is better than the other, and I feel that both phones have a lot of potentials of taking decent looking pictures. So I'll let you guys watch a few more pictures and I will be right back. Next we're gonna move on and check out some pictures that I took at night with the Red Magic 7 and of course the iPhone 13 using the main cameras. And I've only used the main cameras because if you're using a night mode, the night mode is only available on the Red Magic 7 for the main camera. The night mode is not actually available for the ultra-wide camera. Now, if there is some light on the street, the Red Magic doesn't do bad compared to the iPhone 13. However, in places where it's super dark, the iPhone 13 does seem to do better. So overall, for those nighttime pictures using the night modes, I feel that the iPhone 13 does better in most pictures because the pictures are a bit sharper, they're also a bit brighter. So overall, for nighttime pictures, the iPhone 13 will do better than the Red Magic 7, in my opinion. However, if you do have enough lights on the street wherever you're taking pictures, the Red Magic doesn't do bad. Alright, and we're gonna move on and check out some video recordings that I've done with the Red Magic 7 and of course the iPhone 13. So the Red Magic 7 can record in 8K, but I'm only gonna show you 4K at 30 frames per second. Alright, and next we're gonna move on and check out some sample recordings that I've done with both devices. Now, all the recordings that I've done were done in 4K at 30 frames per second, even though both devices could do 4K at 60 frames per second, and the Red Magic 7 can actually record in 8K. But the samples that you're about to see were done in 4K at 30 frames per second. Now, I have to say that for the front-facing camera, the Red Magic 7 can only do 1080p, and there is no image stabilization. So for that, there was no comparison with the iPhone 13. As for colors for regular videos filmed with the rear camera, well, the colors aren't that great from the Red Magic 7. This is the same that we've seen for previous Red Magic devices. But enough talking, let me show you those sample recordings. Alright, we have a quick video test between the iPhone 13 and the Red Magic 7. For this recording I'm using the main cameras on the back of the two devices and recording in 4K at 30 frames per second. With the Red Magic 7 I could actually record in 8K, where the maximum recording resolution for the iPhone 13 is 4K at 60 frames per second. However, at the resolution that we are currently using, both devices get image stabilization. So I'm gonna stop somewhere around here, I guess. We'll pan left slowly. And back right. So yeah, this is how a recording done with the main cameras on the back of these two devices would look like on a sunny day with pretty much no wind. Alright, we are moving on to a quick video test to the front-facing cameras on the Red Magic 7 and of course on the iPhone 13. So if you're using the front-facing camera, the maximum recording resolution for the Red Magic 7 is 1080p, where with the iPhone 13 you could do even 4K at 60 frames per second. We're currently doing 4K at 30 frames per second with the iPhone 13. Now, I wasn't able to find any settings for image stabilization for the video recordings on the Redmi 7. So I don't believe that the front-facing camera gets image stabilization for video recordings. And as you can see, I'm walking now and the image is a bit shaky. So yeah, this is how a recording done with the front-facing camera on these two devices would look like. And we are moving on to our second video test between the iPhone 13 and the Red Magic 7. Once again, I'm using the main cameras on the back of the two devices and recording in 4K at 30 frames per second. And I also want to run a bit just so you can see how the image stabilization does while running. I guess I'm gonna stop here. We'll pan right slowly. And back left. So yeah, this is how recording on a super sunny day would look like if you're using the main camera and recording in 4K at 30 frames per second. Alright, we have a quick video test in low light between the Red Magic 7 and of course the iPhone 13. For this recording I'm doing 4K at 30 frames per second with both devices, and at this resolution they both have image stabilization. And of course I'm using the main cameras on their backs. So I'm pointing the phones this way because it is darker that way. I wanted to see which device does better in the dark, basically in a darker location. And I'm just gonna walk straight for a bit. I think we'll stop here and I'm gonna pan right slowly. So from what I'm seeing on the screens here, the Red Magic 7 does definitely do better than previous Red Magic phones that I've tried. So yeah, 4K at 30 frames per second filming with the main cameras on the back of these two devices. And as you've seen for yourself, for video recordings, the iPhone 13 is still the king. I think this is the phone that does the best for video recordings out of all the phones available on the market. Alright, next I'm gonna show you some selfies. For daytime selfies, the Red Magic 7 doesn't do bad. However, I feel that the iPhone 13 still does better for selfies. As for nighttime selfies, well, we don't get a night mode for selfies on the Red Magic 7. Therefore, the iPhone 13 will do better for selfies in low light. So there you have it. This is the Red Magic 7 and this is what the cameras on the back of it can do when compared to the iPhone 13. Do you think that's good enough for a gaming phone? Do you wish it would have been better? Definitely leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.